Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our first installment of our noon reset. We'll be offering these classes, I think, 2 or 3 times a week at noon. They are complimentary, but as I mentioned in my post, the yoga is priceless. So anytime that you can carve out the time and the space to be with yourself, in my estimation, is positive time. So thank you for joining me today. Excuse me. I'm sitting in a shape that's called Virasana, or hero's pose, and I have my hips elevated higher than my knees with 2 blocks. Typically, I'm always using blocks in my practice. I encourage you to consider them. If using blocks or props is not a part of your practice, that's terrific, right? But I think what yoga suggests is how do we remain open? How do we remain open-minded, open-hearted? How do we keep our hands open? And how do we remain open to change, right? So change is the only thing that's constant. It's never the same, and the body's never the same. So as you find yourself moving in your practice, just recognize those places in your body that might feel, who knows, maybe springy, maybe sluggish, maybe not ready to move. And can you then move and breathe in such a way that accommodates that and brings the body along, right? Eventually, our practice wants to bring us to a place where 100% of our body is online, but only working at about 50% capacity. So we're either overworking or underworking, that there's this kind of like almost neutral wave in the center that vacillates like a wave that keeps the body animated. So consider that for your practice. The other thing to consider, of course, is the breath. And we're not talking about controlling the breath, manipulating the breath, pranayama. Before any of those practices, pranayama practices, can be experienced in a real mindful and intimate way, it's important to establish a relationship with your breath. Right? So you want to understand the nature of your breathing long before you start to deploy any type of pranayama practice. Right? You just want to consider that. So come and sit in a comfortable position. I'm in hero's pose. You can sit any way you want. And take the hands to the hips. And just depress the hips down a little bit. Like literally take the hands to the hips and depress them down a little bit. And shimmy the side waist long. Imagine you're like a millipede. And this millipede is just kind of shimmying its way up and out of the groundedness of the legs. Right? The legs coil up and underneath the body like a hydraulic jack or a spring, and it becomes the foundation from which the spine lengthens, the side waist lengthens, the shoulders roll gently up and back and down, and you pause. Take the back of the left hand, float it in front of the navel. Take the back of the right hand, put it in the palm of the left, and the outcome is the thumbs naturally touch. Now the palms are just floating in front of the navel. And we'll just be here for literally about a minute and drop in. Can you find the center of the center of the center? Like the eye of the storm, where all calm and all power originate from. So we'll just sit here for a minute. Without changing a thing, become aware of your breathing. And just the interest in it might change it, but can you sit back deeper and just observe it? Terrific. And now imagine that breath, that resting breath. Imagine that breath is the breath that takes you through the practice. As you go through the practice, if you find your breath becoming labored or jagged, just back off a little bit. Allow the breath to be the barometer by which you extend your back. Yep. So go ahead and come off your seat and put your props to the side. Just going to fold up my blanket here. I'm going to put my blocks at the top of the mat so I can get to them. And we're going to make our way directly to downward facing dog. So come to a flat tabletop position. Evenly spread the fingers on the mat. Stack the heels of the hands underneath the shoulders. See that the shins are parallel and the tops of the feet are broad. Gather the sitting bones a little bit and put the chin on the chest. Lift the toes of the feet. The motion is up and back as you slide the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Position the hands and feet on parallel tracks and bend the knees a little bit. Push into and off the floor as if you're pushing something away from yourself. And then slide the hips up and back even more, lengthening the side waist. Now resist the urge to go forward and keep the hips high as the heels come towards the floor. Pigeon toe the feet, spiral the thighs in towards each other, and narrow the pelvic belly. And pause. Lift the chin a little bit, gaze at the floor, and allow the head to be framed by the arms. Be patient and be deliberate, and be willing to sit with any gentle form of discomfort you might be experiencing. Gentle form of discomfort. Avoid the urge to go forward, but lift the buttocks higher, come up on the tippiest of tiptoes, gaze between your heels as you walk your feet to your face. Perch up on your finger pads, use your blocks if you like, and bend the knees deeply. And put the chest on the thighs. Perch your fingers up alongside of your feet, and let the head dangle. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. Find the back of the heel and descend it. Find the big toe mound and the baby toe mound, broaden them, and lift the arches of the feet. Now, imagine that your buttocks flesh lifts up and over the waistband and it rolls forward. The pelvis, like a wheel, rolls forward, and that's what pulls the leg long. You don't snap the knees. You lift the ischium bones, you roll them forward, you hollow the belly, and that brings you to a straight leg forward fold. Now pause there. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. Soften the knees, slide the fingers forward about 14 inches in length in the spine. Lift the chest, lift the chin as you come to this extended Uttanasana, extended forward fold. Now pretend that you wanted to slide your knees towards your elbows. Slide the knees forward and the buttocks back. Bring your fingers to your ears and head to your heels. Compact your hips and lift the upper body and extend the arms up as you come to Utkatasana, powerful pose. Stick the buttocks out, lift the chest, lift the chin. Gaze at the thumbs. Fold the chest to the thighs, drop the head, lift the hips. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Take your blocks if you're using them and put them on either side of your feet as you step back with the right foot into a left foot forward runner's lunge. Just pause there. Perch up on your finger pads, let the palm of the hand be hollow, and there's buoyancy in the upper body. Gently rock forward and backward. The next time you rock forward, just spring forward, drop the head. Easy forward fold. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Utkatasana, powerful pose, chair pose. Drop the chest, lift the butt, dump the head, step back with the left foot into a right foot forward runner's lunge. Let the right leg be at a 90-degree angle, and let the right forearm and the right shin weld together. Slide forward and backward just a little bit. Tiny little bit. The next time that you slide forward a little bit, the hips lift, the head drops as you come to this easy forward fold. Any amount. Feet are about hips width apart. The knees slide forward, the buttocks slide backwards, the upper body lifts into Utkatasana, or powerful pose. Sit in a chair, drop the chest, walk your way back to downward facing dog, and pause. Soften the knees, slide the hips up and back, push into and off the floor, shake the head no, shake the head yes. Avoid going forward, but come up on the tippies, the tiptoes, as you walk forward. Soften the knees, chest to thighs, fold forward, lift the buttocks flesh, straighten the legs, come to a standing forward fold. Soften the back of the neck. Walk back, and just sit down on your shins. And pause. Extend the arms forward, palms face each other. Interlace the fingers, palms face the chest. Draw the palms to the chest, turn them to the front of the room, stick the buttocks out, lift the chin in the chest, gaze up at the thumbs. Lean back a little bit, but try not to stick the lowest front ribs out. Bring the arms to the side. Extend the arms again. Interlace the fingers with the opposite index finger on top. Palms face the chest. Draw the palms in. Turn the palms out. Heavy the sitting bones. Heavy the tailbone. Lift the chest. Lift the chin. Frame the head with the arms. Lean back a little bit. Look at the thumbs. Bring the arms to the side. Pause. Extend the arms again. Interlace all the fingers together and turn the elbow crease to the ceiling, the thumbs to the front of the room. So if you spiral the arms open, the side chest lifts. Remember, the legs support the spine, the arms, the chest. Push down into the tops of the feet. Inhale, chest, chin, arms, back bend. Look at the thumbs. The clasp is easy. Right now, it's all soft. The whole practice is soft. Terrific. Go ahead and come down. Come off your prop. Put it to the side. All fours. Flip the toes, lift the hips down, facing dog. Let the feet be parallel and gently pigeon-toed. Spiral, slide the shoulder blade out into the reach of the pinky side of the hand. You want to bring the lats on 100%. Come up onto the tippies to tiptoes, the head dangles. You walk the feet to the face. You come to the standing forward fold any way you like. Let the knees bend. Make it easy. Let the knees bend. And then lift the ischium bones. Roll the pelvis forward. Let the spine, like water, pour out of the upper body. Inhale. Slide the fingers forward, lengthen the spine, lift the chest and the chin. Exhale, bend the knees to 90 degrees. Bring your fingers to the ears. Compact the hips. Inhale, lift the upper body, extend the arms. Utkatasana, powerful pose. Gather the sitting bones. Stick the buttocks out. Put the chest on the thigh, the fingers on the floor. Take a big step back with your right foot into a left foot forward runner's lunge. Slide a little bit, and each time you slide, let the left shins slide forward a little bit, and the right heel slide back. Be buoyant in the upper body. Push down radically into the left heel. The left heel goes down and forward, and that propels the upper body to stand into this modified Virasana 1. Lengthen radically through the right leg, lift the chest, lift the chin, and gaze up at the thumbs. Split the thumbs, dive forward, fingers to the block. Spring forward, pause. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Utkatasana, powerful pose. Stick the buttocks out, hands to the block. Step back with the opposite foot. Runner's lunge. Slide a little bit. Right shins forward, left heel back. Just a tiny little bit. There's buoyancy in the shape. The right heel goes down and forward. The left heel radically extends back. You push the right heel down, you lift the upper body, you extend the arms overhead. Now gather the sitting bones and take the side waist and reach it into the length of the arms. Split the hands, chest the thigh, spring forward. Step back and fold back to your hero's pose. Good. Extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Bend the left elbow. Put the left hand behind the head. Take the right hand to the left elbow point and frame the head, shooting side to side. Pretend the tailbone descends and the breastbone ascends, and you gently push the back of the skull into the forearms, and you're thinking about floating the elbow crease to the ceiling. Change the clasp. Right hand behind, left hand to right elbow point. Shooting sideways long. Terrific. Go ahead and release the arms. Put your blocks to the side. Make your way to downward facing dog. Hands and feet parallel, make it a little easier. And why not make it easier? Walk the feet a little closer, 4 to 6 inches. Now look at your outer left ankle. Look here. And drop the right side of your body, and with your right hand, cup the outer left ankle. Now drop the right kidney, drop the right ribs, drop the right shoulder. The head's dangling, and you're looking under the left underarm. The legs are powerfully engaged, and the palm of the left hand is hollow. It's almost as if you're floating. Almost as if. Unwind. Look at the outer left ankle. So watch from this side. Let this whole left side body drop down as you hook the outer right ankle. Drop left kidney, left ribs, left shoulder, drop the head, look under the right arm. Breathe easy. The volume of the breath, downward facing dog, the volume of the breath may increase, but not necessarily the same. Come to all fours. Take your blocks if you're using them. Left foot forward. Right foot back. Runner's lunge. Be buoyant. Yep. Left heel down and forward. Right heel back. Lift the upper body, extend the arms. Be buoyant. Don't be so deep that you can't move the hips. Put the left thumb in the left hip crease. Stick the buttocks out, reach the arm forward. Bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Bring the palms of the hands together. Pause. Compact the hips. Bring the back of the skull over the buttock. Breathe easy. Unwind. Fingers to floor. Spring forward. Step back. Pause. Rock side to side a little bit. Forward and back, I'm sorry. Yeah. The upper body lifts. The right thumb comes in the right hip crease. You spiral the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. The palms of the hands come together. The shins and the forearms stack. Breathe easy. Let the left hip drop a little. Unwind. Spring forward. Bend the knees. Lift the upper body. Utkatasana, powerful pose. Stand. Come to the center of your mat. I won't go into the whole thing. Balance your outer ears over your outer ankles. Balance the bridge of your nose over your pubic bone. Balance the back of the skull over the sacrum. Now spiral the arms open naturally so that the elbow crease and the palm of the hand gently face forward. Let the palm of the hand soften so the fingers naturally curl into the hand, as if it was an infant's hand. Inhale the arms up halfway. Exhale, hands together. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, arms to side. Up halfway. Anjali Mudra. Arms up and overhead. Take the back bend if you're ready. Arms to the side. Inhale up. Palms together. Arms up and overhead. One more time, go slow. Arms to side. Now pause. Imagine that your arms are moving through water. And the body, the mountain pose, is grounding into and out of the earth. But the arms going through water. Inhale up. Exhale, hold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale up. Dive forward. Uttanasana. Sliding forward, the thumbs come to your knees. Take a block, put it under your buttocks, or sit your butt on your heels. Inhale up. Exhale. Hands together in front of the heart. Now imagine that your back body is like a satellite dish. Your back body is broad, like a satellite dish. And your front body is soft and pliable. And it drops back into the support of the back body. So the Buddhists would say a strong back body and a soft, compassionate front body. Hands together in front of the heart, chin to chest. Become aware of your heart, your energetic heart, just to the right of the beating heart. And if you don't know what that means and you can't feel anything, pretend. And imagine that that heart, that energetic heart, that sacred heart, reflects out from your broad back body, out and into the world. Breathe easy. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. It's an absolute honor and privilege to participate in your practice. Thank you for inviting me into your homes, and you are welcome in ours. And until the next time we see each other again, I love you, and I look forward to the next time we practice. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a great afternoon. Don't forget to breathe.